Good morning, DMS.
It's Marbella.
And Michaela.
Welcome to another DMS broadcast.
Hey, have you heard the wave of new TikTok trends?
Yeah, I heard Jake is getting to some fun ones.
That's right, sending it to Jake to see what's making the waves of TikTok trends this year.
Today we are diving into the vibrant world of Generation Alpha and their influence on the latest TikTok trends. Generation Alpha is shaping social media landscape in exciting ways, so let's explore how they're making their mark. As we wrap up, it is clear that TikTok is a powerful tool for Generation Alpha. They're not just following trends, they're setting them, creating communities, and advocating for change. So thank you for joining me today. Keep creating dances and stay tuned for more insights into the world of Generation Alpha. Well, that's it for today, DMS. Flipping it back to the anchors.
Wow, that was great to dive into the latest TikTok trends.
I agree. What else is great? The ice skating event. Do you plan on going?
Yeah, definitely, since I missed the fun farm trip.
Sending it to Monty and Alex for more highlights on the ice skating event.
Good morning, DMS. Hey, Alex, did you hear about the ice skating rink?
No, but I heard it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I believe Coach has more information on it. Why was the ice skating your choice?
So we do 4 field trips throughout the year. I try to make them seasonally appropriate. So for the fall, we did Fun Farm. And then for the winter one, we do ice skating because the Christmas tree's out. It's just like a fun holiday season.
How do people qualify for tickets for ice skating?
So to go ice skating, you have to meet the PBI's qualifications, which means no tardy consequences, no office referrals, no extended day schools. You also have to meet 90% attendance for second quarter, and you also have to have all your iReady qualifications.
How do people get it?
Okay, so in order to get a permission slip, you have to buy an ice skating ticket from your advisory teacher through Life School. It's 60 points. Once you buy your ticket, you will get a ticket from your advisory teacher the next week. You'll take your ticket and you'll go to the main office and you'll turn that ticket in for a permission slip. Then you get your permission slip signed by your parents. You get the $12 that it costs to go ice skating and you turn that back into the office. If you do not get permission slip and turn it back into the office with the money, you are not eligible to go on the field trip.
Can I get a recap on the Fun Farm?
The Fun Farm field trip was so much fun. It was the first time DMS has ever gone to Kearney Fun Farm. There was a lot to do. The weather was perfect. Kids got to bounce. They got to run around. There was a corn maze. Everybody got a free pumpkin to take home, which was a lot of fun. And it was just a really fun way to wrap up first quarter.
Wow, that was really interesting.
I agree. I'm thinking about going this year.
Well, that's all, DMS. Skating it back to the anchors.
The Fun Farm trip looked like it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so does the ice skating trip.
You know what's also a lot of fun? The crumble cookie taste test that first hour broadcast is doing.
Grab yourself a glass of milk and get ready for a sweet time.
Hey DMS, I'm Alex, and I'm pretty hungry right now, and cookies sound pretty good, so I think we should do our very own taste test.
Belly.
It is very doughy.
Very good. Like, it's not too doughy. It's like perfect. The chocolate is very rich. That is good.
The chocolate like is
Oh, wow.
I've never had cheesecake.
one's really not that strong.
Those cookies were really delicious and fun. I'm glad we did a taste test. Well, that's it for today, DMS. Crumbling it back to the anchors.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what's also fun?
Enrichment time?
Yeah, Ava and Jules are learning more about it.
Sending it to Ava and Jules.
Hey Jules, what's your enrichment?
I'm in Builders Enrichment. What about you?
I'm in Builders Enrichment.
I really would like to learn more about other enrichments, though.
Me too. What's your name?
I'm Miss Sparks.
What enrichment do you teach?
I have chess club for enrichment.
Why did you choose that enrichment?
I've been doing chess club for a few years and really enjoy it. And when they told us we were doing enrichment, I thought that would be a fun, easy one to do.
Who do you do it with?
Mr. Howard. Mr. Howard takes the 6th graders and I keep the 7th and 8th graders.
Why did you choose fantasy football to be your enrichment?
I chose fantasy football because football is my favorite sport. Love watching football. Obviously, the Chiefs are really exciting right now. But also, I like the fantasy side when you get to pick your own team. There's a little bit of creativity of who I get to draft from my team and how that goes. But also, there's a little bit of math. I think as a math teacher, I like picking who's the best value, who's giving me the most points. And so it's kind of got a mix of all of my favorite things with sports and math all in one.
How is it going?
It's going well. We are doing our fantasy draft all offline, which means the old style of paper pencil. It's been a little bit difficult kind of tracking our players' scores and their stats, but it's been fun to kind of go back to how they used to do fantasy football before they used computers and trying to figure out how well your guys are doing each week. So overall, I'm saying we're doing a good job, and it'll be a good start to the rest of the season.
What is your favorite part about your enrichment?
I think my favorite part is just seeing all my students in a different setting. I think all the guys in there are really excited about football. All of them have pretty strong opinions on who they think is a good player and who they think maybe isn't. And it's fun seeing everybody kind of come out of their shell and be more excited about something that we don't really see inside the classroom. I get to see a new side of them, which is nice.
Can you tell us about the DMS Community Builders November project?
Well, we wanted to give something out to the DMS staff because they work really hard grading, staying after school, and we have some treats for them just as a little thank you.
What's your favorite part about Builders Enrichment?
My favorite part about Builders Enrichment is probably Miss Bartolotti letting us vote on things that we get to do instead of just like them already like planned.
Can you tell us about the sticker design process?
Well, I really wanted to add the Blue Jay logo, but I feel like the logo is just in one color. It's like very blocked out. So I wanted to raise like the rendering of it, and I wanted to add some little Easter eggs in there, like the schools and stuff that DMS stands for and stuff. And we wanted to add something on the top as like we appreciate your like thank you or stuff. So that's what's on there.
I really enjoy learning about fantasy football and chess.
Yeah, me too. I think it's good to learn more about new enrichments.
Sending it back to the anchors.
It is so fun that DMS students get the opportunity to get involved.
Yeah, it's also fun to collect coins for a cause.
Mrs. Bartolotta has all the details on how we could help families in the community.
Okay, DMS. So the week of November 18th to the 22nd, so that's next Monday through Friday, we are going to have a penny war. So this is called Coins for a Cause. So 6th grade social studies students are learning about how we can help others in our community. So we are going to be collecting coins so families in need can have food and gifts for the holidays. Let's help make their holiday special. Clean out those coat pockets, sofa cushions, and piggy banks. Social studies students are partnering with DMS Community Builders to adopt a few families in need through Hillcrest Hope and Liberty. So you are competing against other grade levels, and you're also competing against the staff. There will be a donut celebration in the cafeteria during advisory on Monday, December 2nd for the winner. So here's how it works. Positive points are pennies. So if you put pennies in your own jar, you get a point. Any bills, so any paper bills like $1, $5, $10, you get positive points. Now, the negative points are any silver change. So nickels, dimes, and quarters are going to be negative points. So the key here is to put the silver change in other grade levels in order to sabotage them. So if you put silver change in another grade level or the staff jar, you actually take points away from them. So to help your grade win, you can sabotage the other teams while still contributing to the cause. So jars will be placed at Officer Stigler's desk all of next week. So you're going to find a jar with your grade on it. There will also be a jar for staff. If DMS reaches our building goal of $1,500, the grade level that has the most points will be invited to a donut celebration. DMS staff is going to help our school reach its $1,500 goal. If staff wins, staff gets the prize. Thank you, and let's rock this fundraiser, DMS.
Okay, DMS, bring in those coins.
Helping members in the community is important.
What else is important is exploring our cultural corner for this week.
Hello, DMS. This week's Cultural Corner is on Indigenous People Heritage Month, where we celebrate people with ties to the land long before anyone else. For example, Native Americans. Today, we're going to do a trivia section on Indigenous heritage. Let's see how much you know. Who are we celebrating when we say Indigenous People Heritage Month? Is it A, people with ties to the land like Native Americans, B, people from India, or C, people with ancestors from another country? The answer, which we actually just previously discussed, is people with ties to the land like Native Americans. What is the estimated total number of Indigenous people in the United States? Do you know? Is it A, between 4 and 7 million people, B, between 1 and 4 million people, or C, between 8 and 11 million people? The answer is letter A. There are between 4 and 7 million people in the United States with Indigenous heritage. Do you know which state in the Union has the largest Indigenous population? Is it A, Alaska, B, Nevada, or C, California? The answer is letter C. Surprisingly, California has the largest Indigenous population in the United States. Do you know the name of the traditional headdress made from eagle feathers that is worn by male tribal leaders? Is it A, a war bonnet, B, a feathered crown, or C, a tribal hat? The answer is letter A. This traditional headdress is often called a war bonnet. Is this true or false? Indigenous people lived on the land long before any European colonizer. This is of course true. Archaeological evidence suggests that Indigenous people have been living in the Americas for between 23,000 years and 30,000 years. That's all for this week's Cultural Corner, DMS. See you next time. Sending it back to the anchors.
Thanks for all that valuable information.
Well, DMS, that's all for this week.
But don't forget, be respectful,
be responsible,
and cause kindness. Bye, DMS!